Take note, Hollywood. This is how you should adapt video games. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's time once again to chill on Netflix. This time we're taking a look at Netflix's adaptation of the video game Castlevania, when the corrupt church murders the wife of Dracula. The Count gives up what little hope he had for the world. He calls upon an army of evil to destroy everything. Meanwhile, a banished and drunk Trevor Belmont must become the hero he's supposed to be and put a stop to the evil. They have been talking about and trying to make a Castlevania movie for years, it seems, and really the only version that I can ever really remember is the lame version of Simon Belmont on Captain N. This cartoon, honestly, is the way to go. You don't have a high budget trying to do all the monsters and everything else. Animation, I'm sure, is a lot cheaper, and though it takes probably a little more time to make, you could do anything you want. And the results that we got from this show was everything I hoped it would be. For fans of the video game, it seems to be starting about the time of Castlevania 3. We're getting the stories of Trevor and Sypha and Alucard, and I wonder if Grant's going to show up. It looks like they're starting from the beginning, not counting the origin of Dracula. I think that's a good place to start, because to understand the characters of Simon and those after, and if they want to do things like Symphony of the Night, you've got to set up the characters of Trevor and Alucard especially. It's pretty obvious that this show is definitely influenced by anime. Though I'm not the biggest fan of anime, I appreciate the style. The ones I love, I really love, and especially two of them that I really love is the Vampire Hunter D movies. And Castlevania really reminded me a lot of that. Now, I won't say it goes full anime. You know, it's not the tiny mouse, big eyes kind of thing for the women and things like that. But there's definitely, I would call it maybe a hybrid American anime style. And it really works well for this show. Just the fact that it has that flavor to it, yet I think it's going to be a little more appreciated by audiences that don't really follow anime. It's just got a nice hybrid to it, and I love the anime style because it kind of lends to the violent nature and the bloody nature of this show. And yes, it's violent. It's very violent. I know a lot of parents like to introduce their kiddos to the things they loved as a kid. I mean, I would let my son play some of the original Castlevania games like 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. This is not how I'm going to introduce my kids to this series. The bad news is that this show is only 4 episodes. It doesn't get a lot of time to set up everything. They're about half-hour episodes. The good news is Netflix has already said, don't worry, we've got 8 more coming. And they announced that the day that this was released. So the promise of more coming makes you feel a little better about there only being 4 episodes. The 4 episodes only get enough time to kind of introduce all your main characters, and that's about it. That being said, there's still some great action, some great things going on. There's a lot of fun. You get to see the setup of Dracula, setup of Trevor, and all the other characters, and it works really well. That being said, if they were, if they hadn't already announced there was 8 more coming, I think people will be a little disappointed in this series. And a little side note, the same people that are producing this cartoon are now going to be producing an Assassin's Creed cartoon as well. And if it's going to be anything like this, then I'm all for it. So, is it worth chilling and Netflixing? Most definitely, especially for fans of the series. That being said, I think people that don't know much or anything about the Castlevania series, this will be a great introduction for them, and maybe they'll go and play the games, because a lot of the games are really good as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. What did you think of Netflix's Castlevania series? Feel free to comment out down in the section below. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Gino. Till next time.